since Field Marshal of Ambazonia was assassinated. It has no doubt been one of the most difficult and depressing moments.
My country people them, we don't discuss a lot about the cumcumization of Oliver Territory Expo and the firewood way fall for your head, but I never actually explained for una the role where MARIANTA and Chris Anu they play for your cumcumization.
Say openly that Field Marshal, he used to call himself the king of the forest, has been killed, has been neutralized. He is the one just behind me.
So they will cumcumize it on the 12th of July 2022, and it will take a few days up to the 15th of July before your carcass will be displayed for Kumba, Bisek Junction. And then it take another 3 days on the 18th of July before Chris Anu it be finally can accept the Oliver Territory Expo it don't be cumcumized.
It remains heart-wrenching to come to terms with the fact that FMA has actually gone. Because it pains. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but it hurts. We will miss him. We will miss him in our family. He's gone.
So in the meantime, while they be display their body and all of those things that will happen, when I know very well we don't talk about this before, sperm chop, non chop, and the other amber shit nobody last them, they will try their best in the background for fool people them, for keep that mysticism, for make people that believe that somehow Oliver Territory Expo is still there alive.
Good morning, house. This is me, Summer Thomas, and my time here is 9:38 a.m. I think today is the 12th of July, if I'm not mistaken, or 13. I am coming up because of the information that is flying all over the place saying that La Republic has killed Field Marshal of Lebialem. 99% of that information which is filtering out there is coming from the platform of Titus Nkunda, the Black Leg. So please, we should discard all that information and wait until when relevant information has come for us to now take it. Because various sources reaching out to me are saying that, yes, there was an attack on the camp of the Red Dragon yesterday. Some fighters of the Red Dragon were killed, but Field Marshal is alive. We should pray for him and all those that are with him still fighting the enemy that is in Lebialem.
And there is a reason why they will try to do all of those things, and we don't explain those things before. Because Oliver Territory Expo will be one of their biggest propagandists where they be ever get them in this nonsense Ambazonia. So for giving that background, before I can explain for una the role where Chris Anu and MARIANTA they will play, and which way they do their calculation and miscalculation were a result to the cumcumization of Oliver Territory Expo. When I watch and listen to MARIANTA, if we talk a few days after we will broadcast them say this, so we don't cumcumize Oliver Territory Expo. Now what it is where MARIANTA will come talk. Before when I listen to MARIANTA, make una understand say at that time MARIANTA be been as the so-called president and Chris Anu be been as the so-called communications and IT guy under their so-called internet government, because they be break away from Sako Ikomayi internet government. So at that time they be the claims the Oliver Territory Expo and the so-called Red Dragons, now their group, the armed terrorists on the ground where they control them. So it will be very important for them for protect Oliver Territory Expo and the so-called Red Dragons of Lebialem. Make una understand that. So once we will go out, we broadcast them. At that time, when I know very well, Barretta News. That Facebook page, Barretta News, now when I control the controller at that time. So Barretta News now he be broadcast say we don't compromise Oliver Territory Expo, and then we set a can of worms, we open a can of worms, and then themselves they start scramble. Why when I listen to MARIANTA, when I ask myself say now person this way call himself say president, say the big commander-in-chief of the Red Dragons of the BLM. When I remember, I said Chris Anu, now the biological brother for Oliver 33 Expo. You, when your biological brother, you don't know, you don't get communication with your own brother. You, where you call yourself commander-in-chief, and your biggest film marshal, where they make plenty film them for Facebook, and you don't get concrete communication with ye. Anyways, I don't go spoil them for now. When I listen to the trash where Marianta become on talk back then, July 2022, before they be display the carcass for Kumba.
Over the last 48 hours, we have seen and heard the development of the propaganda that our great FMA, the King of Ambazonia, is no more. I am coming to you today, dear brothers and sisters, to tell you to not fall prey to all that you see. The truth is, whilst on their tour, the county tour with the BLM County, on Tuesday the 12th of July, one of the LGA chairs mentioned in the meeting that he was disturbed because news reaching him is that our great FMA is no more. Because of the pictures which you have now surely seen. Immediately upon hearing that, during that meeting, which was attended by the Vice President and the presidential entourage, immediately upon hearing the rumor, whatever you call it at the time, those present in the meeting, including myself and the Vice President, Dr. Abongwa, were alarmed, and we thought this needs immediate investigation. Unfortunately for us, there were members of the BLM defense team in that meeting, who some of them said a word or two, and we all concerted that more investigations would go on so we could know exactly what was happening and speak with concrete facts. This meeting was around 9:30 p.m. So it was around 9:30 p.m., nearly 10 p.m. Amber time. Investigation started immediately. Feedback came that the stories, the narratives that were being shared from the investigations did not add up. Therefore, more investigations were needed. The pictures did not, and I repeat, do not and did not prove or show that it is our FMA who had fallen. Therefore, more work had to be done. Contact down on ground zero. The self-defense team embarked on this.
So the reason why I bring una these videos away, many of una don't watch them and una don't forget, and many of una never ever see these videos and before. Now for set the background for una, make una understand the level of manipulation where they go on, where they try their best for hide the kumkumization of Oliver Territory Expo. Christopher Anum, they will call people them on the ground inside the BLM, they beg them, say they go find their body, bury them, so that make will not display the carcass for Kumba, so that they will continue for the fool people, then say Oliver they are alive somewhere. Just like how today they try for fool people, then say no pity still there. Who say no pity there? We don't kill them, throw them. No noise, no audio, no video, nothing. But some shit, no white blast, they still want you for belief, and because they are clinging on to straws, they are desperate. They don't get them nothing else. This is literally the last iota of a hope when they will get them, because now they are biggest noise makers and propagandists, and it be very important for us to understand say that the noise and the propaganda they radicalize people them, and it cause people them for give them money, so that they use the propaganda and the noise for do fundraising. Now why that it be so important for them for try for lies that these people they still alive even after we kill them, and also why it be so important for we for display their carcass in public after we compromise them. Maybe we understand that dynamic. Now,
the Red Dragons. If the Red Dragons die, then Field Marshal is truly dead and the enemies rejoice. As the saying goes, you hit the shepherd and the sheep scatters.
So by now you gotta ask yourself, say, countryman, what will be the role where Marianta and Chris Anu they will play in the concumization of Oliver Territory Expo? It be simple. Once Marianta, their so-called IG, they will break away from Sako Economy own, it will be very important for them for proof say they get fighters on the ground as they talk them. You know, if it be so-called commander-in-chief without an army. Now why they always ask Ayabacho say, who's our ADF they fight? And also, like I don't explain that before, they need the manipulation, the radicalization, the propaganda videos them for do fundraising. How you could talk say you need for buy weapons them if you know if it proves say you get one person will carry guns on the ground. So it will be very important for them, and especially when we no pity it will come up, it start to make bigger propaganda than Oliver Territory Expo. It will make them no pity, it will make come back kind noise. And the thing that say no pity own noise, it will carry out actions as well, not just noise like Oliver Territory Expo will make them. Oliver own noise will be so legendary way even the Amber terrorists they start calling a film marshal, say it make now films.
Go down to our border, field marshal. Every day I say field marshal don't keep 200 soldiers, they don't keep 300 soldiers, they don't keep 5,000 soldiers. Okay, when I see what happened for Rose Bacham in Moto, where they go for Momo, we don't see picture no, where they ambush them. And also I like because at the one those things there, I saw now when you hear a gunshot from Moliko with the right hand, gunshot from Munya with the right hand, the key person will go now with the Siano. Now you see what happened for Anne Sherry Kilo house for Bui. Now we see how the house there now. We see Bacha minister, people they go this CPD and they go for campaign. We see no. So why we see on episode you see all pictures of all sides, but only see the BLM because what the field marshal not involved for inside politics. He do nothing again. They only did the act na film. I be very sorry for talking because the BLM will never open an eye, will never restructure on accounting because not taxi field marshal na field marshal. There is some point you call it. If you are now henceforth, his name will remain field marshal until it de-associate itself from this diaspora politician. Then he will regain the title of field marshal. For now, he remains field marshal because they use it for act film for grant. Imagine say if field marshal be the key, even though we say the act na film, if be the key, 200 soldiers, 300 soldiers, papa and mommy, the BLM people, not hate me, you guys talk true. Sit down yourself, reflect, say we don't put money for this trouble. Now no, I ever can raise money for the BLM all time, contribute my own money. We know very well. If field marshal be the key, 200 soldiers, 300, 6. We don't see how a general I used to go deal with bills them. He take weapons, can't get and picking them. Now field marshal don't keep more than as per my calculation from 2017 where we start fight for the BLM. You show by now field marshal don't keep at least 5,000 Republic soldiers. Wait, me say every evening you collect all the AKs. If you go take only 1,000 AK, me say field marshal for the distribute AKs and for the whole of Ambazonia. That's the truth. But now when I can't use the man, when I take $18,000 and put it for California, when I never give them money, when I live in a life of America, this is what I'm talking about. How people they feel die, some people they take the police back now money. Why? It correct? We'll be very honest. So it be very wrong. Now it's I tell my brother say Chris Anu. No, I say honest no. I get for things say Mark they right where they call Chris Anu say Chris Anus or Don Pacho. See, it's wrong. It's wrong. We not be tolerating kind of thing. We will not use what people them as a gold mine.
So it will be very important now after Chris Anu and Marianta they be separate from Sako Economy terrorist gang for proof say they get people them on the ground so that they go fit use Oliver Territory Expo for raise money for do fundraising because at that time no pity it be steal all the limelight and all the shows. So now why that way Chris Anu and Marianta they be forced Oliver Territory Expo against the wishes, and if you look at that video way, the last video way Oliver Territory Expo be make him, he was not very well. He be sick. So they forced Oliver Territory Expo for can make reconciliation with General Foncho and all of those people them so that he go gather more than 5 or 6 people for stand for your corner for you for make propaganda video for show say he still day. For sure 1 or 2 AK-47 them so that they go use those videos them for raise money for do propaganda. That is where they faltered because before then, Oliver Territory Export be there for Nigeria. If you don't run, come out from the ground, it there for Nigeria for several months, almost a year, no noise. And in that time, no pity, if you don't take over, it overshadow. And at that time, no pity, it be looked upon as person where it be affiliated to Sako Ekome, the so-called ARF. And other times, they will look at no pity as person will be affiliated to Ayabacho Lucas, the so-called ADF. So, he believe MARIANTA and Chris Anu, he own gang, with no boys then for call him he own. So, if you not get gangs on the ground, they go ask you, say, where are you fighting? And by extension, you are irrelevant. So, now see the very difficult position where MARIANTA and Chris Anu, they are young so-called internet government, EBB. They be desperate in the fact that they need money, they need funding, they need propaganda, they need relevance, they need followers. So how do they do that unless they get their biggest name where they feel use them for do propaganda for them on the ground? So they force Oliver Lekiaka, they convince it, they beg it, they do all kinds of style, so make Oliver Lekiaka leave Nigeria, come back on the ground for Cameroon, for can do those propaganda videos them, so that they could use them for gain relevance, for raise money, and also for proof, say they still there in the game, say they still get anything called Red Dragons. And that was the fatal blow. By so doing, Oliver returned back on the ground. Oliver Lekiaka made that video on the 9th of July 2022. By the 12th of July, a few days later, firewood will fall for your head. And the rest is history. So, for wrap up this presentation, I will let Capo Daniel, where your real name and Dong Emmanuel, at that time he be being a spokesperson for Ayabacho Lucas, his own gang, a terrorist gang, the so-called ATF, AGOFC, whatever. You know, these people, they get colorful names. But anyways, when I listen to this wonderful international idiot.
So you can see this is me and Oliver Lekier when he was coming into Lebialem. We had a video call. That was my first time to ever know him. It was my first time to talk to him, and when they told me he was a brother of Chris Anu, his younger brother, I sent a message to Chris Anu to confirm if he's have any brother called Oliver Lekier. Chris Anu, no, maybe because of lack of trust, he refused at that moment that he's not his brother. But they came into Lebialem, and we cry his loss because he also inspired a lot of our people. But they use Chris Anu, they use Oliver Lekier not positively once he stepped in. They use him for propaganda. They even use him to destroy all the structures that we had put in Lebialem. They did not come to cooperate with us, the ADF that was in Lebialem and was building the forces. And I want to remember some of the victims of Oliver Lekier, so that we people should remember what he also did. Not only the good, but also the bad, because for many people, they remember those bad parts. Let us play a video for you people to see.
Dango said one them they don't baptize them. I wanted they success to the road. We don't know two way don't know two run one for them. We don't know two run one for Oliver. We don't know. If they want a power, see they shoot them. They knock them. They just because they come out there every day. So we want to talk now. The stress we don't pass.
Okay, so we can pass it there because we just collection to remember the year 2022. These soldiers were part of the Ambazonian fighters who were captured by Oliver Lekier. He murdered them using a pistol and threw their dead body into a river in Lebialem. He was putting them on the river, shooting them with a bullet, executing them. Oliver Lekier, with working with Chris Anu and Sako, also killed local chiefs in Lebialem, and they committed a lot of bad things in Lebialem, which we must also remember. We cannot forget those bad memories. And Chris Anu have not repented. He still have that negative thing. And they lied that they burned the house, the ADF burned the house of Chris Anu. You hear this soldier, they were explaining there, they were lying about making all those false accusations with them. Since the birth of Fimasha and the Red Dragons, he became a big problem to Ambazonia, despite the fact that he inspired all of us. And with his show, he was an inspiration, but we will never forget the negative part of it. And it should be a lesson to any Ambazonian when you start to come looking for biggest names, all those things, it does not end well. And we hope that we have learned our lesson. And Chris Arnold today is more of a spoiler. We hope he also learns the lesson. But somebody, if you look at him, the way he treated the death of his wife, you doubt if somebody who have blood in his, he have blood running through his stream. And I met the man after this incident for the second time. I met him first in Zaria, and I met him in Cambodia. And at one point he provoked me, and I almost beat him up. He was lucky that I was held down. All Ambazonians, when Chris Arnold came to Cambodia, everybody ran away. It was like the devil have come. Everybody ran away. That shows you how hurtful we are for what he has done. When Chris Arnold come to the rally in Washington, it was good that he came there and people saw him. He should repent and change. He was trying to stigmatize people and setting up people thinking that when people go to Ground Zero, they'll kill them for what he has done so that he will be on top. Look at what happened to his brother. His brother was killed by his own forces, helped by La Republique. So what you wish for other people, you have to be very careful.
Peace and normalcy is finally returning to the northwest and the southwest.
As Nafisiam, now we the control Ambazonia terrorists, even their so-called field marshal, their biggest so-called general, their biggest propagandist. When firewood a fall for your head, themselves they don't know. Now we tell them. For Facebook, even Chris Anu, when na your biological brother, he find out now from our platform for Facebook, now for tell now the kind of powers and influence where we get them over these bumbling idiots. And also, of course, when I know say even after they carry the carcass, go display them for Kumbabisek Junction, these idiots, they is still desperately clinging up for a hope. They go out there for go mislead themselves and their followers. They start to talk conspiracy theories. They talk about picture where it look like how they talk say Oliver no be dye head, and then later on they can't talk say yes it be dye hair, and then they started, of course, now see the picture where they show them. They come out from Barretta News. And it tell you say that picture it be coming out from Oliver Lekiaka ye phone where be the user and when I know who it be broadcast that picture, of course from me. So when me say I be get access to Oliver Lekiaka ye phone, and then now they started take them now, they confuse themselves, they talk some conspiracies. When I listen to the conspiracy theorists, my country people, it is so entertaining. May God no ever bless you and give you enemies where they be as stupid as these Anglophones, the way they call themselves Ambazonians, the biggest bumbling bunch of idiots on earth. Now the Anglophones, the way they call themselves Ambazonians. When I listen,
look this image. Now two people this image, so it give me some information. This image where you see, and now two people this way you see them. All in two. If you move that glasses for field marshal for back, now field marshal this for back, another person this. This person easily look like field marshal. A corpse will be displayed anywhere you go not see a field marshal. If you wear this t-shirt where they for field marshal skin, if you put on for his skin, and you not see a field marshal. If you take these glasses for this person and you put that on top here, you do any video, that person will be likely for not seeing a field marshal. So there are so many things we still, for me, I still look and say there's something where it not be clear out. And this picture, the field marshal where they show say died in this, and this person, the person where died get beards. And they just be me skeptical because I know how this thing will be. But this field marshal for back no get beards. This picture no get beards. Ma zoom up fine. Now field marshal this for back. Field marshal for back no. These are latest pictures the way they be do before the one killing. Now field marshal this for back. He no get beards. The field marshal for the video what we get, he get beards. And this man who is young, he get beards around. But the man where they present a corpse where I still show you back, he not get beards. I'll show you the man where they present a corpse. Wait, I want to bring more images. 1 minute. Look at now the man this now the corpse this way they present him. I not go over show the video. Now the man is where they present them, and this man where they present them, now beards this. You see, get beards round. Now they die body that. I want to show now again. The man where they present again, so there is something where not be clear. That's why I'm telling you. I'm just bringing you out some points then way to me in order to be clear out here. And all this picture, that picture what I show now come on now for the phone for Field Marshal. Yeah, according to the place where I get that information. That picture what I just show now for this picture so. This picture so. This one, it come on up for Field Marshal phone. So the people of Libya get plenty to go for talk. I don't know who be this guy. I never ever see this guy. I don't know who be this guy. I don't know who be this guy. I never see this guy before. But at the face of the person where they put them for a Kumba, the junction, it be exactly like this face and not be this face. Female shall not be the keep beards. Female shall never keep beards. He never keep beards. But the cops get beards. The cops where we be seen, he get beards. I'm a skeptical. Me, I don't understand. Be a skeptical thinker. Yeah, the female shall not ever keep beards, but the cops get beards. I'm just calling. We are youth. We have to be very thinking. We are thinking.
Because it pains. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but it hurts. We will miss him. We will miss him in our family. He's gone.
Nkuya macho big number bu efang mabagambi ma fontam aba ele bang yuchum kap mfie mo so akafole yina gwanjen sa ba ko kompiti bala bu ma foncho le funto sa ta pe botong so ga to moyi so bu fungo nga sango mo abara bu ma petit pongo to mo za petit pongo yere fo bu mo ba nanga bai so bu won chi za nga ngam ta bala ta tu le ju azo rong gong ba bu bin zai tam ta bongo bi ma usul jama ba wanchu ko mba ali minute ma attack tanku ja bongo so a hakan ma ba and then taw bin tong minute song minute ko changa to anga 200 ngon ko rafo 2 minute ma zo yiwo a pite za bi le bi lam epite ma bolon zo ki so ba kan go di watin do permit shango bi ndi mandia
it open now we don't get amigo they explain after the conversation of Oliver. He sent that audio now for some person. He talks in ADF. About a group with some other ones. They arrange. They come out. They go for bush go cash, Petit Pongo, and one other person. They take them. They enter for a big brother. A cam. They use some stick. They knock his head. Instead they shout. They kill the other people. They run. I think they explain for that audio.
Of February 2020. At the presidential camp of the Red Dragon of the great King Field Marshal of the Amber Land. He is in a meeting with his Council of Generals to evaluate the 2019 activities and to look a way forward on the 2020 map action on how he proceeds with the activities of 2020. You can see for yourself, he's in the College of Generals of his Generals of the Red Dragon at the presidential camp on a very wonderful meeting to map a way forward for 2020. Today, the 9th of February 2019. You can see all the generals are there. All the generals are there in this meeting to see how they will strategize on how to handle the activities of the Lebialem County and Amber Land in general, which you can see the class of generals and him, Field Marshal himself, well seated, who wants to preside over the meeting. Okay. We thank God for this new year, 2020. There is one thing that I want to say. We are all still here because our God loves us so much. And I would like us to
to say a prayer. I will do it personally to thank our God that has kept us for all these years.